Oh, you know what? I'm glad I'm watching the stream. Let's try again because I have HDR on and I see it is hella washed out.
We're sorry, everybody.
All right. Whoop.
I'm just gonna let it run, just so you know. This is gonna be the start of the episode.
Fucking let it run, dude.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
Turn that HDR. Oh god, I didn't realize how bad that was.
All right, it better be off.
It is.
Stay off.
Believe me, it is. My eyes are. Oh, that's substantially better.
Oh, that is better. Okay. Woof. All right. Well, welcome to the shit show, everyone. This is Max. Finishing at this point, Undertale. I think we're gonna... There's no monsters left to persuade not to kill me anymore, so...
I don't know, you're walking without moving your legs. Are you sure you're not a monster?
Yeah, I might be a ghost now.
So you were explaining to me, like, before this episode started, how apparently this is Frisk and has been Frisk the whole time, and we were never really Max.
No, you were never Max. Max was the first human. He was the first one to fall down here. And since then, there's been a lot of others.
Fuck Max, right?
Yeah, well, Max may not have been the best guy, so...
The game forces you to, like, realize that about yourself. Like,
it really does!
Man, sometimes I can really suck.
Hey, guess what? You know, you wanted to play this like an RPG? Well, you're a pretty violent piece of shit, aren't you? You know? A little bit. Toby Fox kind of flips it on you, but... To be fair, the very beginning of the game, before you even fight the first enemy, Toriel's like, no, don't fight them. Like, talk to them and see, you know, you can get past your differences. So, if you play the game straight like that, you know, you could do pacifist from the very beginning.
Yeah. I mean, it does help, rather, that this game is like an internet darling, and so, like, everyone now knows before they ever boot it up that you can do a full pacifist run.
That's true. That's and I knew that going into it as well. Like there was a lot of surprises in this game, but that wasn't one of them. I definitely knew that. Who's this? That
What the fuck is that?
There was a few different endings, and pacifist was kind of like the one you wanted to go for.
Yeah.
But I also knew about the genocide route. Which, again, I've still never done myself, so I do have to do that at some point. Maybe that could be like a special episode, but...
See,
yeah.
I've learned that... I haven't yet, but I've learned that if I'm gonna do, like, an evil playthrough, like if a game gives you moral choices,
yeah,
I need to do that as my first playthrough, because...
It's your first one?
I do, because... Okay. Like, when I do the good character playthrough as my original, I get so invested in the characters. If it's a good RPG,
okay.
Well, if it's an RPG that I would want to play a second time, then it's usually because like I get so into the story and the characters like become my friends that like by the time I get to New Game Plus, I can't imagine a world where like I betray or hurt them.
Yeah,
like,
remind me, have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
Okay, so I've started it.
Yeah.
If Nick and Christy ever see this episode, they're going to kill me. I started it, and I played it for like a solid 20 hours.
Oh, wow.
And
I thought you did, yeah.
I tried. I tried. And there were like one or two characters I really liked, but I couldn't get super into the plot.
Oh, okay, so even the narrative was like...
I thought the characters... So here's the thing, I thought the characters were really good, and I just wasn't super into the narrative. Which is weird, because I've played a lot of Western RPGs. And...
I hear ya.
Like I even played some of the older Baldur's Gates. Baldur's Gate 2, back in the day, was kind of my jam for a little bit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was like the first gaming PC I ever had. So, like, I actually played a couple of RTS games. Like I played StarCraft for a little while and thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Played Baldur's Gate. That segued eventually into Dragon Age when that first came out in, like,
I remember that computer.
I want to say.
I remember you playing like Medal of Honor as well and stuff.
Yeah, I even played. Well, I was just so excited to like have a gaming PC that I played.
Have
like
a mouse
everything.
and keyboard.
Yeah, like I wanted to know like what I had been missing since the 90s. So like I played Half-Life and Half-Life 2. Like I basically caught up on games. Like 15 years of PC gaming between 2005 and 2009.
Nice.
But anyways, also, yeah, so like I'm not averse to Western RPGs. And maybe like I really do have to just give it one more fair shake. Because like I'm well aware of how many people just rave about that game.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like
20 hours
3,
like...
where like I might feel like I'm missing out on something if I don't play through it fully.
I feel like you've given it its fair shake, like, and maybe it gets better. Like, who knows?
You also have to
play
remember
Witcher 3 for a while.
That Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that is extremely slow paced all by itself. And
yeah,
I play RPGs at an unusually slow pace.
Yeah.
So like 20 hours for me, maybe like, you know, the first 5 hours for anyone else. Like I'm probably barely past the tutorial.
I gotcha. I mean, so you had no problem with like the delivery of the characters and like how they acted and stuff.
No, actually,
but it was like the story.
In fact, it's been probably about a year now since I played it, so I don't remember all of the names. But like, I like the devil-looking lady and the vampire dude. Like they're freaking hilarious and fun to interact with.
I see a lot of like TikToks about the vampire dude.
I just saved the character that the whole internet refers to as Bear Daddy.
Oh, I don't know.
So he's a guy who transforms into a bear.
Okay.
Like I don't know if that helps you, but that's where I am in the narrative.
That's
so like not
what,
very
a druid,
far in
right?
But
is he part of your party?
No, but you can fuck him.
Okay, all right, good to know.
I became very aware very fast that you absolutely can have sex with this bear man. Regardless of what you are.
The vampire guy like hits on everyone, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he'll fuck everybody.
Nice.
So yeah,
do I like cats? How do they like
it's
cats?
One of those things where like I'm slightly ashamed. Like I feel like I should be gushing about this game, but like I just never got super... You know, I'm almost tempted to go to, like, Nexus mods or something and see if I can cheat a little bit.
Just to make it quicker?
Yeah, to make it quicker, because, like, I feel like I'm the problem, not the game, you know?
What did you think of the gameplay itself? Like, was that a big...
It's D&D, which I'm familiar enough with that, like, that's not a problem.
Okay. It's for me, you're right, it's a slow-paced game. And, I mean, I probably have no authority to talk about it at all. Because I actually did never make it off the ship. I need to give it another chance. But, yeah, it was like the battling, and maybe it's just I gotta get more used to it. But it was kind of slow for my taste, but that's also D&D. It's very crunchy, you know?
It
it's
is,
like,
yes.
Hey, you gotta, like, really appreciate and enjoy rolling the dice and figure out like, oh, this didn't work, and oh, this one was a critical hit, and just live for that, basically.
Yeah, and you know that was not my problem with the game at all. Like the gameplay itself, I am just fine with. Like I said, I've done just enough, like not a super lot, but just enough D&D where, like, it's not like I'm learning all of the rules as I go along, you know?
Yeah.
So like it makes sense to me. I don't even say beef, but like what's keeping me from like gobbling it up really is the story. Like I'm just not into it so far.
Okay. All right. So I mean, assuming worst case that you were like 5 hours in, even though you played for 20.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
which is probably true.
Like
I've tried to do a bunch of side quests and like just explore and try to recruit everybody. Like I am definitely not like following the main narrative as my principal course of action.
Okay. But it's also, I don't know, like it is what I hear, even just playing it one way all the way through is a very long game.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is like, okay, you got to play 100 hours, but at the same time, like the gameplay and just what's going on in general should capture you within 20 hours. I think that's
I was
more than a fair shake.
If I didn't make that excuse for Final Fantasy when FF13 did it,
dude, I was just about to bring that up.
I'm not gonna make that excuse for Baldur's Gate either. Like,
oh, that's funny.
Well, but it is like FF13 was like, I actually really liked the combat in that game. I thought some of the characters were really fun, but man, like the fact that it was like 30 plus hours in before you like got to the game, the actual like open-ended gameplay stuff, and that it just turned out to be more battles and nothing really fun or worthwhile to explore. Like that bummed me out.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I learned to like really like the game for what it is.
Yes,
but at the same time, I will never besmirch anyone who's like, I can't get it. Not only can I not get into this, but I fault it for opening up so slowly, like way too slowly. That is like, it's kind of unacceptable.
Yeah, you were getting like tutorials like for how to switch characters at like the second Bartandalus fight.
Oh yeah,
it's like shit.
Seriously. And the Crystarium, like, it doesn't get really kind of fun for me until you beat the game.
They actually prevent you from progressing in the Crystarium until certain story parts.
Yeah. And it's like, sure,
that's like saying you can't level up past level 10 until you get to this part of the map. That is so weird.
Yeah, like, you can grind a little, but not too much. Like, don't do that. And it's like, what? Why? Like...
And I would almost say that now that I am making this comparison, it's kind of like the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, FF13 held your hand way too freaking much. Baldur's Gate 3 probably doesn't hold your hand enough.
Maybe.
Which, I know there are RPG purists out there who are like, how dare you, sir?
But think about if you
hand.
didn't know D&D at all. If you never played D&D, it'd be a bit overwhelming, wouldn't it? Like, I was a little overwhelmed, and I kind of knew the rules of D&D. Like, I played it a few times, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, kind of recently.
I was going to say, you and I we've probably played about the same amount. Like, I'm not, like, super into D&D, but I know it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And I hosted, like, never D&D, but I did host a couple sessions of Dark Heresy, which is basically like Warhammer 40,000's version 40K, of D&D.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so, like, side note, while we're doing this and saying goodbye to everybody,
yeah.
I am just now learning how, like, deep the Warhammer 40K iceberg goes.
Oh, gotcha. Which, like, I don't know. All I know is it does go deep.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Well, and that's the same. Like, I don't know. I'm probably not even on the surface, man. I'm probably, like, looking at it from an airplane or something. But, like, yeah, I think somewhere in the back of my head, I thought Warhammer 40K was, like, an internet space shooter. Like,
oh, gotcha.
Not knowing, one, how old it is, but then two, like, the not only really in-depth mechanics behind it, but also just, like, the sheer breadth of the story, like, spanning multiple, like, novel series and video games and, like, holy shit.
Like, a ton of novels, which Dark Heresy is, like, a good way to get into the story. Like, even, like, the manuals for the game will kind of tell you, like, kind of what's going on in the universe. But yeah, it's crazy how big, like, the universe is. What's that?
It's a beast. Like,
yeah,
if I were for some reason to decide, hey, I'm unemployed right now, I should get into a new series, like, I still don't think I'd have enough time to, like, fully digest Warhammer 40K.
And that's because it's like an ongoing thing. Like, you'll know so much about the universe, but like a new book and stuff is always going to come out. New lore is going to be added.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me think it might be worthwhile is that maybe I could make friends with Henry Cavill. But
yeah, he seems like he's like legit into it.
Oh, though. He's apparently like, and not just because he's a celebrity, but like he is one of the Warhammer 40K authorities.
Yeah, it seems like it. I don't remember if he actually does like either a podcast or a YouTube show or something, or was part of one, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like he definitely seems like he has a lot of love for the game.
He does, yes. Like on the big list of like celebrities I would love to like meet and nerd out with, like he's up there, and like Ben Schwartz. Like,
oh yeah. Ben Schwartz seems like just such a cool guy to hang out with.
I know. Well, and that's the thing. Like, and again, I'm not just saying this like being a fanboy or whatever. Like, oh, he was in that Sonic movie. I hope he kisses Shadow. No, it's like in interviews, he likes the exact games that I like, and so like if I were to like emotionally disconnect from reality and like have an imaginary friend, it would be Ben Schwartz.
And you're right that he just has good taste in video games, and
he does, and like he's not afraid to talk about it either. Like he straight up like answered like, "What's your favorite Final Fantasy?" He's like, "It's FF8, and here's why."
yeah, that's true.
And which he like also went to bat for FF12, and like he criticized somebody for not knowing what Chrono Trigger was on like a gaming podcast. It was funny. Like he's got it.
That's so weird that like because Ben Starr is the same way, right? Where FF8 is his favorite. And he also has a lot of...
Actually, maybe I was thinking of Ben Starr for the FF8 thing, and Ben Schwartz might be FF12, which in a weird way makes me respect him even more.
No, I mean, is that nostalgia notwithstanding, is that your favorite Final Fantasy?
Okay, so, controversial statement, and this is probably just the phase of life that I'm in. FF12... I think is currently my favorite Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
For the longest time, it was 5 because 5 is like, it's bite-sized, it's SNES, it's got such awesome gameplay with a job class system, but ultimately, like I think what I like about FF12 almost isn't like the game itself, which I adore, but like the fact that Square Enix had like this really freaking cool idea for where the series might have gone, and then they just never touched it again.
Seriously.
Like, I thought you 12 was like such a good compromise, like for world exploration, for real-time combat that also still felt really tactical.
Yeah.
I wish they would give the style of FF12's gameplay another go. Like even if people thought like Ivalice and like kind of the political melodrama was a little bit dry, I can understand that. It's not for everybody. I loved it.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody. But like, imagine a game that looked like FF7, but had FF12's world and gameplay. And I know that is kind of the remake a little bit, but
yeah, I hear you.
But it's still like, it's definitely not as deep as 12.
No. I would say, because it's like, there's a lot to it for sure, but like the towns, even the first freaking town, which I always forget the name of that. Damaska. Like, you could get lost there. I still get lost there. Like, the end of the game, I was still like, wait, where the fuck's the guild? Like,
12 was perfect. It was the only Final Fantasy after FF9 where I didn't really miss the world map.
I hear you, yeah.
Because really, I felt so like 12 struck a good balance. Like, I didn't feel cheated. Like, it felt sweeping in scale. You got to go to so many places, and like, they were all so open and like rewarded you for digging deep into them, and And even though it was like a little bit battle heavy like 13, I felt like there was just enough to do besides fight that it was worth exploring other places.
It kind of like gives me hope that it's like FF14 is still, I think, like their best-selling Final Fantasy game. At least it makes them the most money. So it's like, 12 was basically kind of based off of 11, when it comes to like, not the system, but like kind of the build. What do you call that? The engine, I guess. But yeah, so it's like they have 14 there, and it's showing its age, I guess, slightly. I mean, not as much as like World of Warcraft, but
dude, I've got a comment there after you finish your point. Don't forget.
I'm just hoping that they already have something there, and people like it, you would hope that they could do something with the engine and be like, and make a game out of it,
Oh, yeah.
And something that's just like, kind of feels MMO, like FF12 did, basically just because of scope, but still make
I was gonna
it
say,
a game where you
really
direct it.
got into FF12 knows that it did not really feel like an MMO. Like it had some of the structure, but no. Like if you played an MMO, you would never say FF12 feels like an MMO.
See, I was about to say, like, I agree with that to the point where I really don't like MMOs, but I love FF12. And it's like, for me, it's the scale of it that reminds me of an MMO. That it's like the towns and the world. You could imagine it being filled with like a ton more NPCs, but they're like people or something.
Yes, but unlike most MMOs, 12 never put like a 50-hour roadblock in your way to get to the next town.
No. No, they never did that. That's true. That game could move along if you wanted it to. Like,
oh, totally. Like, if you were just doing the story, it's probably maybe a 40-hour RPG.
Although, I have to imagine it'd be one of the hardest ones if you just tried to speed through it.
I agree.
And you could take a wrong turn and be like, wait a second, I'm in these woods now and everything's kicking my ass.
Right, there are parts of the story where the game practically, gives you the nudge wink and says, hey, maybe you should pause and do some hunts.
Maybe you should slow the fuck down. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which, why wouldn't you? Like, enjoy the world for what it is. What are you doing?
I will say, and maybe this is the other thing that I love most about FF12, the hunts in that game absolutely were some of the most engaged I've ever been with Final Fantasy combat.
Oh yeah.
I loved that you had almost this bottomless stream of optional bosses to fight.
Yeah, and sometimes they were hard to find. I'm trying to remember the desert area.
That was part of the cool thing. Is
it was.
You were actually hunting.
It's like, where the fuck is this thing?
But it wasn't like 13 where it was just kind of a, semi-open but still pretty condensed map where just run across this big open field and fight it.
Oh yeah, no. And it's kind of like, even though it was open, it's like, are you going more left on Pulse or more right? You going towards that one weird town with the super boss, or are you going towards Ereba?
Yeah, right.
Pulse was still kind of a line. A big, huge line, but...
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the spectacle of it was cool.
Yeah.
Graphically, it was really impressive for the time.
Oh, for sure. It's still impressive. It's kind of amazing how good that game looked when it came out on PS3.
Yep. I will agree with that.
But yeah, the hunts, when it comes to marks or hunts, whatever you call it, a lot of games that 13 did it, the other 13 spin-offs, I think, at least 13-2 did. No, they all did it, yeah. Lightning Returns did it as well. Yeah. And 16 did it, which I thought was a fun part of 16 for sure, even if it was...
I was going to say, I didn't enjoy it as much in 13, but I, for some reason, did enjoy it again in 16. Probably because it reminded me of 12.
And it was some of the hardest fights of the game were the hunts.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember if there was anything harder.
Yeah, I made the mistake. That's one thing I will take 16 to task for. It didn't have a really appropriate super boss. No. I beat the big dragon hunt before I beat Ultima at the very end.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, oh shoot, I might have fucked up because Ultima's super easy, and
it was I was wondering, it's like, okay, this definitely feels like it's supposed to be harder than the other marks.
Yeah.
But is this a super boss and is this it? And yeah, it kind of was.
And then in the DLC does give you Omega, which, to be fair, is one of the only bosses that I actually died to, but I only died once.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
That was exactly me, if I'm remembering it correctly.
And then I think Leviathan is almost more of a story boss. I still
got to finish that DLC. What am I doing?
By the way, I don't want to disappoint you with that. Play the DLC; it's so good. But Leviathan is definitely not a super boss.
Okay,
he's a boss. But yeah.
I'm okay with that.
My wonderful new body.
No, I wasn't around for that. Really?
But yeah, so like all of this is... Oh, what was the thing? Shoot.
What's
Rewind
up?
for a second. Tell me what I said to you. I have something to say about FF something. Wait, I remembered it. 14.
Okay.
I might get back.
Right.
I might get back into 14. Did you see that they're fucking releasing that game on mobile? Like, not like a pared down version. Like, you're getting FF freaking 14, all of it on mobile.
I did not see that.
Like, I can't imagine a better thing to have in my pocket whenever I want to kill a few minutes. Like, why isn't everybody else already doing this? Probably because the technology is just now finally in a place where they can do it. But
I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm sure it's not just like the graphics and everything. It's also like making sure it's on the network is stable.
Yeah,
you know.
And I mean, really, who cares that much about the graphics? Like, it's a 7-inch screen.
It's a mobile game. Yeah, exactly.
Like if it runs at, and it's an RPG on top of that, if it runs at 30 FPS at 720p, I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, and it's not really action RPG. It's you know, if FF16 or something, yeah, I want that at 60, but
the one and only thing that I'm a little bit worried about, and certainly I'll see how it turns out before I purchase it for mobile, but like I'm a little curious how they're gonna cram that UI onto an iPhone. Like, if you've seen, I mean, really any modern MMO's UI is just out of control, but 14's in particular. Like, you've got, on the left side, your, like, whole party doc and stats. You've got, like, 50 shortcuts to your moves. On the right-hand side, you have the chat, the map, the quest log, I mean, like, there is a lot going on that screen, and, like, it's almost like sometimes like a computer monitor might be a little small for it.
That's I remember the little bit that I played of that game that I was a little overwhelmed. It's like, okay, let me bind my hotkeys, but even all your moves that you had keys for, they had a visual representation all your like on the screen too. And
yep.
It's a little busy.
Yeah, definitely busy. And I say this as someone who actually sank probably like 200 plus hours in FF14. The only thing was, though, like... shoot. What was the first DLC for 14?
Heavensward?
Was that the first one? I thought that was the newer one. One of the newer ones. Let me look it up.
I think it was Heaven... Yeah, Chains of Prometheus was FF11. Heavensward, yeah. And then the second one was Stormblood. The third one was whatever had the Dark Knights and stuff. Which one was that one?
You know what? You were right. Heavensward was the first one. So,
yeah.
I was playing right when A Realm Reborn came out. And so, like, for 2 years, like, I was all in. Like, I was playing... I was, like, doing daily tasks and things like that. Like, I had end game for the base game gear. And then Heavensward came out, and I was like, ooh, cool, I can level up my character a little bit more and get new gear. I got that, and then Connor was born.
Yeah.
And then I straight up just padded out. So yeah, I remember Stormblood came out. I'm like, ooh, this will be a good opportunity to get back into it. And then I didn't. And then Shadowbringers came out, and I was like, oh, shoot, well, I missed Stormblood.
Shadowbringers, that's what it was.
Okay. And then
Endwalker
and Dawn Trail were the last two.
Okay. Oh, wait, what was after Endwalker?
Dawn Trail.
Oh, I don't even know that one. Okay.
Honestly, me neither. Is it even out? Hold on. Yeah, no, Dawn Trail's out.
When did it come out?
It came out July 2nd, 2024. It's been over a year now.
Jeez, I don't know anything about it.
Me neither, honestly. And honestly, at this point, that's kind of the only reason that, like, I actually have it on Steam. And this is going to sound stupid, but, like, even though I would be able to pick up the game and kind of know what I'm doing, like, the fact that I poured that much time into getting my character to level 50 and getting all of this sweet gear, and the fact that the game is just like, you might as well be a noob Like, so much so that
Yeah.
if you want, you can click this button and we'll put you right to level 90 and give you a set of armor way more powerful than anything that I at level 50 have, just so that I can join some raids. Yeah.
I totally get the business sense behind that. I get.
Oh yeah, they don't want people to like
people
go
to have
in
fun.
And feel like the game's not for them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And for all the people who put so much time into it, like, yeah, it's the friends we made along the way, blah blah blah, whatever. But it can also just feel like, fuck, all that work.
Yeah, dude. Like, and I get that. That's the point. Like, the point of MMOs is like they want you in the community. They want you to be playing this game for a decade, right? And I only played it for 2.5 years. So I failed. The game didn't fail.
Speaking of that, and I know there's still some crazy people who play like FF11, although I think Square a few years ago officially shut down those servers.
Did they?
But I think so. Like, but it was recent. It was like literally within the last 5 years, and I think maybe even much more recent than that.
Did I ever tell you about the time that Nick and I played FF11 together?
I feel like no.
I think it was the year after college when he was working and I was working. We kind of like, that was when we became better friends. We actually got into FF11 together, and by that time, FF11 was already old. So it was like kind of a surreal experience because like the only people that were on the servers were people who had basically like maxed out the game.
Yeah.
And they didn't do what FF14 did. Like, there was no button that we could click to, like, instantly level up our characters, get a set of, like, starter endgame gear, and, like, join the fray. Like, no, we still had to, like, make it through the narrative and grind, like, these endless tunnels of monsters to slowly level up to 50. Before we could, like, even dream of joining a boss fight. And like, people weren't like actively doing the bosses. It was basically like a glorified chat room. But so Nick and I were like determined though, and we like did get to level 50. We did get our class gear, and we did like attempt to take on like a boss or two with the few people that were playing it. But there was this one time where we were like out in the middle of nowhere, and I think we were like searching for something for like a paladin that he was doing. And, like, even at the technical, like, main game top level that we were, we still ran into an enemy that was, like, absolutely obliterating us. And all of a sudden, some ninja just comes out of nowhere and, like, one hits this enemy for us so that we can progress. Like, he was just doing a nice thing. His name was Dick Furno. Not kidding.
That's pretty good.
It was. Dick Furno came out of nowhere and just pulled us out of the fire. And that was kind of like the spot where we were like,
Furno. Everyone gets one.
Hey, thanks, Dick Furno. On the one hand, it was like kind of cool. It was like a fun story, but it's like, it's really just the two of us. We're never going to have a full party. And like at this point of the game, that's a pretty big barrier to entry. So, yeah.
FF11 seemed like it was really did not give a fuck if you were joining the game late. It was.
It took so long for us just to get like a freaking chocobo and be able to leave the. I think I couldn't even guess because time is weird. I would guess we probably played that game for well over 100 hours. I would say it was probably like 40 or 50 hours before I left the starting city that you start out in.
Nice. Fighting rats.
Yes, honest to God. Like, we were fighting rats and goblins for, like, 25 hours. And then we, like, got into the mountains. And it's like, oh, you guys are going to need a chocobo pass. And it's like, oh, fuck yeah. 40 hours in.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so I get it that 14, wants to bring you up to speed. And that's the way to do it. Like, yeah,
14 is... even at its base game, like 14 moves at a much better pace than 11 did.
Or I don't know anything about base 14. Like, I know they restarted that shit for a reason.
Yeah.
But I did hear that one was slower paced. and like more like 11 when it came to I'm not getting things fast enough. I have to
Correct.
do too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was basically like FF11 style, but World of Warcraft had come out since then, and so like people were used to a much better paced style of gameplay, and so they did a Realm Reborn. And I will say, having only played like base Realm Reborn, the whole time I played it, I was never bored. Like I literally just like maxed out my character for the time, and then became a father, and so like I just had other priorities all of a sudden, and then I was just too intimidated to get back into it. But honestly, having it on my cell phone might be a game changer for me.
I mean, yeah, if you're just out and about, like, very quickly you could get into it.
I will be very curious to see how they make that work.
Like you said, with the UI, that's...
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there's the UI, there's the fact that it really is, like, it's not just a full game, it's a complicated game. And to have that running on cell online is going to be a chore for them, I imagine, but they're saying it's happening, so I'm gonna wait and see.
I mean, it might, just for your own sanity, like, probably would just be a much better experience playing on like an iPad. But
or
I mean, if saying it or Steam Deck, although an iPad is like, that is one of the few times that it's like, okay, a game like this, yes, you need, you know, your buttons and everything, but it's not like you need a good controller to play it. Like,
no,
you just need to know how to do the things, you know, and it's much more about the strategy.
I mostly played it though on PS4, just base PS4, with a wireless keyboard for chat.
Oh, okay.
So like I would literally sit there on my sofa, like PS4 controller in hand, and actually I started at the very end of the PS3. Like it was like when the PS4 was released, FF14 did not immediately come to it. So like I was playing.
Oh, it was on PS3.
It was on PS3, and it actually, like, speaking of issues with like the resolution in the UI, like the PS3, it was so big and so complicated that the PS3 could only run it like up to like 540p or something like that.
So, oh wow!
But like PS3 it was widescreen, but it did not look good. And I remember like I was a beta tester for the PS4 version. And I thought, like, wow, this is incredible. It's like seeing the game for the first time. Because, like, all of the UI could actually fit on the screen. And, like, it didn't look like a garbled mess at some points. And, yeah, it like, the jump to PS4, I remember being a big deal.
Also, you're just reminding me that generation of, like, 360 and PS3 upscaled a lot of their games to like 1080p from some weird shit like 540 and stuff, and yeah, that was a weird time.
PS3, I would venture to say, was like it's kind of like how modern consoles call themselves 4K, but it's like upscaled 4K, you know?
Yeah.
But like the PS3 called itself 1080p, but it was mostly 720p and like widescreen 640 by 40 or whatever.
Yeah. I am like, since 2020 now, like with these new systems, having the SSDs in them has been like the biggest thing to kind of push gaming forward. Yeah. That it's just like, okay, that's the standard. And it's like, I know PCs, you can still have like spinning hard drives, but it really limits you. And a lot of games are even saying, like, even minimum specs, nah, that ain't gonna work. Like, although I remember Cyberpunk being like minimum specs, yeah, you could still have a HDD, and I can only imagine how painful that is. But, you know, good on them for
I straight up played Cyberpunk for the first time on my GTX 1080 computer and had a wonderful time with it.
Yeah.
Like, the PC version was never that bad. It was the PS4 version that they all had problems with. Yeah.
The PC version, I know they like added a lot of stuff and fixed some things, but you know, that's kind of like that was more like normal post-launch, like what's considered normal
but
now.
Like today, it's so well optimized that it can run on a freaking MacBook. Like it is not the same game that came out in 2020. Still don't know what this
I'm just
rabbit
making sure
is.
This is actually. Don't think about it too much.
Is that? I just want like I'm not body shaming at all, but I just want to know, is that a shadow or is that chest hair?
I think it's a. I swear we had this conversation.
We did. I never got a resolution. Undershirt.
I'm pretty sure it's but maybe, I mean, rabbits have, different colored hair and stuff in different places. So why do I feel like I'm giving you the talk?
Now, Chris, when two rabbits love each other,
a boy becomes a man, you start getting hair in places. Oof.
Dude, I don't know why what you said just reminded me of this, but I had the most wild freaking dream the other night where you and I were like guests at a gala at like a really fancy hotel, and we were like trying to solve a murder mystery, and you were like explaining things to me like as like it was like a Sherlock Holmes and Watson kind of thing. It's like, actually, I observed that in the ballroom, and I'm like, oh, you got it, Max. It was the weirdest. And the sad thing is, it was like such a fun dream that I really didn't want to wake up. But like how, like there's three kinds of dreams that you wake up from. There's the falling dream, there's the sex dream, and then there's the dream that you don't want to end. They all immediately. Oh yeah, of course. You immediately wake up in all of them.
They do end. Yeah.
because immediately you become aware, like, oh, this is a dream. I'm having too much fun, or I'm about to die.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm gonna die. Yeah, exactly. So you have to snap out of that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like we were getting somewhere when I realized it was a dream, and then like I woke up and I'm like, no, and it was only like 3 a.m, so I had so much more sleep left. And I'm like, fuck. Knowing that I would not be able to re-enter the dream. But like I need to know what happened.
But it's also like sometimes, even though you're having so much fun, if you could play it back with your waking mind and be like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. And that's the thing. That's like why I'm only able to give you really broad strokes. Like there was not, like I couldn't point to you like what crime actually occurred or why we were brought into, you and me were brought into
why I had an accent all of a sudden. But, you're not thinking about it in the dream. You're just in it.
Yeah.
It's just happening and it's cool. All right, we are making some progress. Although this is taking like quite a while.
I will say I have been like reading some of these sweet goodbyes, but
some of these people I don't recognize though. I do remember like this is, I don't know if this is the dad or the son. It looks like the dad actually, but these are like the ones that tell the jokes. So, but some of them like Hellboy in the hotel. I was like, when the heck did I fight you? Like, I don't remember that. There are definitely at least 2 enemies I never fought because they're kind of like secret enemies. But you also don't see them, in this. I don't think, at least. Maybe you do if you fight them.
Okay, there's the kid.
There's another one of these.
Yep.
You're still thinking about my hat, yeah.
Since we're jumping all over the place with conversation here, going back to RPGs for a second, tomorrow freaking Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2.5D comes out, and I do not need to buy another fucking game.
I think it's already out. I just got a notification today. Yeah, I got a notification today. At least on Steam.
Let me open Steam here just so I can verify this.
So I can verify. Okay,
just to satisfy my curiosity here. In family mode. I'm thrilled that Steam like lets you share games with your family, but family mode is the most annoying thing. Let's see.
So what is it? What does it do? Oh, like if someone else is playing, you can't play it kind of thing?
No, it's actually like you could, for some weird reason, you can't see certain titles in your library that you have deemed inappropriate for your child. So like,
weird.
Like for instance, I don't need Connor and Michael playing Cyberpunk yet. So like I've put that on restricted. So when family mode is active, which it always is by default, it does not appear in my library.
Why?
Even though this is my computer that they're never on.
Yeah. Your profile. Like, what the heck?
Oh, it came out. Yeah. Well, like I said, I do not need another fucking $60 game in my life right now.
You still have... I mean, God, we all still have how many games now? When Steam gets these sales going.
Yep.
But you still have infinite wealth, and I think you have a couple
I'm
other
playing
RPGs.
through fucking Assassin's Creed Shadows right now too.
What are you thinking about that?
Shadows? It's probably the first time in 10 years that I've really enjoyed Assassin's Creed.
The piece that I ate.
Oh, God!
Sorry.
Let me just go get it.
yeah, here you go. You think I'm a fucking fool, don't you, little boy?
I would love if, you get to the very end of this now, and, because of that snowflake, you get the ending where, all the characters' faces are scratched out in red. And, you fucking monster.
Turns out you were just a really shitty person, weren't you?
You can fool everybody else, but you can't fool Toby Fox. Oh, man.
Aw, they're kind of happy that her wife is back, even though she's a freak.
Aw. But yeah, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm playing Dispatch with you. I beat Silk Song, but I've moved on to Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And that's just the games that I'm actively playing.
Yeah. Do you have any huge RPG, aside from Baldur's Gate, that is I gotta get to this at some point?
Infinite Wealth.
I know,
yeah.
Just that one?
Well, let me look here now that you mention it.
It's that's not so bad then. Yes, Infinite Wealth will take you probably 70 hours or so, but
that ain't shit.
Sure, reel it in. Yeah, Infinite Wealth is good. It's a good game.
I enjoyed the first one so much when I finally got around to playing it that I'm very excited to try.
I need to start getting into the Yakuza series, like a Dragon proper, and I feel like I should start at not the actual PS2 version, but the first game,
Kiwami.
And one Kiwami, and literally everyone I talk to is no, just do 0. It's yeah, but I know it's a prequel, but it came out so much later than a lot of the other ones. No, start with 0 though. So I guess I'll start with 0, but I don't know.
Oh shit! I've still got to finish Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes, which is a really good game that I enjoy a lot.
Suikoden.
But I've the Suikoden successor.
Yeah.
But I've just kind of kept getting sidetracked. I think it's a phenomenal game. There's just games that I was looking forward to more that came out around the same time as it.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
That was last year, right? That came out?
Yes, I want to say maybe even before that. You're right. It was last summer, 2024.
Okay.
Yep. But you're right, actually. I don't have a lot of ginormous RPGs that I really need to complete.
That's good. Okay, so you do have time to,
I have a little too much time, if you know what I mean.
How's writing going?
How's what?
How's writing going? As far as working on
writing.
story.
I thought you said riding, my cycle. Still doing 10 miles a day and somehow gaining
your
weight.
bad dragon. Okay, yeah, you do have to get your thyroid checked.
I do. Fuck that. Oh, how's writing going?
Yeah.
I lack self-confidence, if that's a good answer.
Oh, okay, I get you. I hear you.
I really did go way out of my way to, complete the world. I even have a structure for the story that I want to tell. And, every time I start writing it, I'm this is trash. I am trash.
No.
I've really got to, emotionally, I've got to get over that. Dude, whether or not it results in me writing a book.
I mean, I imagine your kids do not watch these episodes, but you need to get high, man.
Yeah.
You need some of that wacky tobacco. And
though, I will say that, and I think I've said this before, maybe even to you specifically, my experience as a brief user of the marijuana is that, it's kind of like the way that they describe it on South Park, where I was fine with it, but it made me really chill with being bored. So like I would literally just like sit there and zone. Like I would not do anything productive or creative. Like
you were just having fun in your own mind.
Yes, I was. That's exactly right. Like I was absolutely the kind of pot smoker that's just like, I'm just gonna enjoy this trip until I come down and just sit here and
I totally get that.
Sip my cup of water or something. But like seriously, that's like the distinct memory that I would always have was, it would be like 8 o'clock and then all of a sudden it would be 2 a.m. It's like, well, time to sleep. That was it.
Nice. Where's that veggie? Oh.
Ay. But yeah, like no, I would be inclined to agree, except like I don't think I ever had any kind of creative thought or impulse while high.
Okay. Maybe
which is not to say that I couldn't, but I highly doubt it. Plus, I feel I shouldn't tell you this, but I feel old. Like
yeah.
Like not that there's ever any kind of age limit for enjoying a good left-handed cigarette, but
what the fuck? I've never heard that called that.
You've never heard left-handed cigarette?
Left-handed cigarette? What the fuck?
I don't know. Like I don't even know where it came from. It's just a phrase.
That sounds like one of those weird ass phrases. It's just like, "Hey, buddy,
the Republicans
you're gonna be picking your teeth up
right?
off your street or something." Exactly.
It probably is. Yeah.
What?
Smoking one of them left-handed cigarettes, son.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
well,
like no, I do feel like a little bit old for it. Which is a weird thing to say, because like there's people that have been smoking pot since the '60s and plan to die that way, and that's great. Yeah. That's cool. Good for you. Like you were doing it like at the most dangerous time in our nation to be doing it. But
I do wonder if it's not just like the leaded gasoline, if it's like somehow that rotted their brains, or it's just like, man, this feels good. I'm just gonna do stuff for me and me. And
maybe,
me
yeah.
And Reaganomics. It's like, oh no.
that was really more the cocaine generation, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They love
cocaine.
I read a thing. Like I didn't realize how much they loved coke in the '80s.
That, yeah, and I don't know how widespread it was. I know in Hollywood it was super widespread.
Like for a while, it was the rich people's drug.
Yeah,
it really was, and I didn't know, because like when you think of cocaine, you think of like, the people with like the horrible skin conditions and like living under bridges, but like in the '80s, like no.
That for me, that's like thinking of crack, or really meth.
And
but
crack
also
is
crack,
cocaine, technically, but
it is. But it's also, I mean, you think about it's usually cheaper to produce. And the thing is like why crack carries such a stiffer sentence is because it was more like what black people smoked.
That's true. Crack,
and cocaine was more like the affluent.
The sophisticated affluent. The way I've heard it described is that crack destroys your brain, cocaine destroys your body.
I feel like they both do both.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's just the way I've heard it.
I don't know much about crack. I do know cocaine, like, you can do it for kind of a while, and it'll make your fucking nose bleed. And,
yeah, right.
For sure. And, what else? Lose weight, because you probably won't want to eat too much.
Hey, look who it is.
Staying up all night.
Man, I really fucked up, huh? Get all the way here. Oh, hey, Frisk. Just thinking about some shit.
That's a little heavy, man. I really genocided everyone, like, when I got bored.
How long was I out?
Times.
How long was I out? 10 years? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess Mom and Dad got divorced, so that's something I'll have to live with.
Oh, shit.
What's an iPod? Oh, Jesus. Sorry about the whole trying to kill you thing.
Multiple times, and trying to stop you every step of the way, and just being a real, pathological asshole.
You said I was a flower for a while? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He shows him a picture of, like, Photoshop flower. Oh, what the hell is that?
What the shit? That was me!
It's okay, Azrael. Smoke this. Oh, I feel a lot better.
He's worried I'm depressed.
Yeah, right.
Because he knows why Max, or Chara, I don't know. Chara climbed the mountain. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
By the way, that was the other thing that I was going to say concerning that. I never... I'm not going to... I will pat myself on the back. I never drink to excess, but when I do drink enough that, like, I have a buzz going on, that's honestly where, like, I feel my most creative.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like... So that's the other part of it. Like, I'm not sure if I'd ever go back to weed because, like, I enjoy a good drink. Excuse me. And I have fun making drinks. So
I also wonder if you're like what's called an over controller. Not like you like control or anything, but more like you're just constantly
My therapist has said this. You're honest to God correct. Like he's always like telling me like, dude, you can't control everything.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Wade. I'm sorry.
and when like if you drink and you get like a good buzz going, you just feel looser.
I do.
Like maybe the creative juices can flow then, because you're not just keeping up so many things.
Yes, I'm not like constantly second guessing myself or criticizing myself.
Yeah, see that's me. Like if I'm smoking some ganja.
Yeah, totally.
The weird thing is, and this is gonna sound weird, but it's like I have a thought and I have a bunch of thoughts, and it's like, oh, I can trust these. Everything I'm thinking is true. Not necessarily that it's right, like a math theorem or something. Like,
but this is your truth,
right.
Yeah.
But it's my truth. I can believe it. I don't have to second guess myself, because a lot of times it's like, wait, is that how I feel? How do I actually feel about this?
Dude, that is fascinating.
I think I've lied to myself for a long time about a lot of things to not make waves.
You and I have such like different chemical reactions to weed.
Interesting.
But like, because for me it's almost like I enjoyed it because of like the absence of thought while I was doing it.
And which can happen too, for sure.
Like I was so just like zoned out and like enjoying the room around me that like But like with alcohol, like I think I'm more receptive to my own thoughts.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is equally dangerous because like I can absolutely see myself like in a different world, like becoming dependent on that feeling. But yeah.
Yeah. And that's what, like, that's something I've talked with my therapist about, is like, I'm really glad I've never become like addicted to weed.
Yes.
Because that feeling of like, oh, like I can trust my thoughts, and I just feel really like, oh, I'm not like so being a manager about my own feelings and how I'm perceived by other people. That it's nice,
Yeah.
But also with therapy, I'm learning how to like just access those thoughts naturally. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Honestly, that's nice for you too. Well, and honest, if I'm being honest, like mostly myself, like you're a genuinely likable guy. I can't imagine like a universe where too many people have told you to your face, like, Max, you're a piece of shit. Like,
no.
So you can trust those thoughts, which is nice.
Well, thanks for saying that. It is nice to hear.
Yeah, you should feel nice. But like, yeah, I've thought about that like, multiple times during therapy, like only like essentially by the grace of God or whatever higher power you believe in. Like, I somehow don't have a addictive personality.
Mm.
But like, if I did like even a little bit, I feel like I would absolutely be an alcoholic. And like the last 6 months have like proven that to me a lot, because there have been multiple times where like I've been at like kind of a low, and I was like, man, when I have like an extra glass of wine or another cocktail, I know for certain I'm gonna feel better. But like I'm immediately telling myself like, dude, that is absolutely not what you need to be doing right now, is creating that dependency. And so like I'm able, just by sheer force of, knowledge, to say like, oh, that's not a good idea, Chris, don't do that. Whereas I know that is definitely not the case for many people who end up abusing alcohol.
Yeah, and it's interesting because they try to do studies on like addiction versus habit. Like there's very similar mechanisms, and it's like people who can just create good habits, and just seem to be able to do that. Like it's really fascinating. And then there's people who have addictive personalities, and it's like they could be doing the exact same thing as like a sibling, but they just like, what's up?
I'm laughing at that because I've thought about this a lot too, and for some reason, I can never seem to create really good habits and stick with them. Yeah. But like, I never create super bad habits. Like, what is that?
What? There's a medical term for that, isn't there?
I'm just like habit averse,
That seems kind of fucked up.
Maybe it's like fear of commitment or something.
What if I create?
I don't know. I don't know if I have the time or the money to be an alcoholic.
All right, I actually got to do this puzzle again. Fuck.
Oh, hey, Sparks is with us.
Sparks
says, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I went to a crafting group for the first time."
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh, do tell. That sounds fun.
Yeah, and I know it could be.
We need to start book club back up, and
we do.
Speaking of good habits,
I feel bad for fucking that up.
No, you didn't, Sparks. From now on, you're in a book club.
Oh, I didn't even read. Sparks was messaging the other day. It would be like, "Oh, it's Wednesday," and I'm like, "Wait, oh shit, were we supposed to play Stardew Valley?" I don't think we had something on the books, but I could be totally wrong, and I'm sorry if that was the case.
I need to check Discord more regularly too. The problem is like I have notifications disabled for it on my phone because I hate pop-ups on my phone. Like if it's not an email or a text, I can wait.
I hear. I suck at this.
You're fine. I'm not good. Sparks, you missed like a lot of introspection. Like we started out talking about our favorite RPGs, and then it was like, why am I not an addictive person or whatever? I forget how we even got here. But
I was about to say there was a lot in between, but
God damn it,
bitch! All right, I got this shit. Got this.
Oh, hey, speaking of Discord, I finally got back in touch. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind us mentioning his name on this channel since he's credited in every single episode. But Phil Dragash.
And, the guy that did the art?
Yeah, and he's going to do some Season 2 art for us. I mean, I'm going to pay him, of course, but we're going to...
Season 2.
Yeah,
Season 1 only lasted 6 years.
Unfortunately, the part that I'm not telling Max is Season 2 is our 40s.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, just the same thing, only, more pathetic.
Right?
Some wrinkles.
I was going to say, I will say, though, that even though, like, when we started Play the Hits, I never imagined it surviving our 30s. Like,
holy shit.
It's helped keep me so, like, regular with chatting with my friends and playing games with them that, like, I almost can't imagine life without it now, even though we have, like, 80 subscribers in 10 years of doing this.
Yeah. It is kind of, because it's pretty much a weekly thing that we do with few exceptions. It's
totally. I'd love to get Nick and Christy regular again, but I get that things get busy.
Also, like, doing Friendsgiving, but like doing that and just having get-togethers with the four of us, like that never would have happened if not for this channel. So that's
totally.
Really cool.
It has had its own rewards. I would never would have met Sparks.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being introduced to some games, like I don't know if I ever would have played the I was talking about it today, the Super Metroid Zelda randomizer. Not for you.
That's right. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like the fact that we all get to pick our own games. Yeah.
Yeah, and be introduced to some things. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, I was just thinking about like you getting a PC and everything and kind of playing all the things for the first time. And I know this was like a Xbox 360 game as well, but did we do Mass Effect on this channel?
No,
ever?
That's been one where like the first game is such a slog that I'd hate to just play Mass Effect 2, but maybe we should just play Mass Effect 2.
Last time previously on Mass Effect. But have you played the remasters? I have not.
I do, and I've played them on the Steam Deck, which was
so when
awesome.
You say that is cool. When you say a slog, you're talking about the story and stuff, because
I'm talking about everything. That the story is fine. The story's fine,
yeah.
But it's definitely not as good as the second or even the third one. But the gameplay is so slow paced, and you're constantly. Every 5 seconds, you pick up a new weapon, which sounds cool, until you realize that all the weapons are super samey, except they have, one extra attack power.
Oh.
Sounds good, Sparks. Drive safe.
Drive safe, Sparks. Yeah, we'll be here, because I have to walk all the way back. I don't think the ferryman will take me, but...
No. But Mass Effect 2, I swear to God, is one of, the most perfect games I think I've ever played. I love Mass Effect 2.
You would still put that in your top 10, wouldn't you? Of just games. Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
Favorite games is different from games that kind of changed your life, or games that.
Yeah, no. When I played Mass Effect 2, it was right as I graduated college, and so it was kind of a cool experimental time of life, and maybe that's what I'm remembering. Yeah. But
okay.
But man, I love Mass Effect 2.
Shit.
I know that it's a game that has some weaknesses. It's way more linear than the first one, but honestly, you ever look at a game and you think man, this game could stand to trim some fat? That was Mass Effect. The linearity of 2 was an absolute improvement.
Interesting. Okay. You know what? I don't know if you know Maximilian Dude. He covers a lot of was I over here? Did I talk to these people? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. He talks a lot about fighting games and stuff, but also Final Fantasy VII, because it's just a game that's near and dear to his heart.
Yeah.
And he was talking with a friend of his on this podcast, and kind of common criticism of Rebirth is being the pacing / how packed it is with stuff, which is, I don't think it's a conversation without merit. I get why people would say that. I liked it, and I
was just gonna say, for me though, I'm pointing at Mass Effect 1, I'm you're too bloated, and you have nothing but meaningless padding. And then someone puts FF7 Rebirth in front of me, and I'm but not you.
But not you, my sweet baby. Never you.
No.
And I feel the same way.
The reason I hate you is your horrible ending, but...
Yeah. No. But as far as the side quests and everything, it just added to the effect of, this game's a fucking fever dream.
I know. And I loved all the mini games. Even the ones that I sucked at. I'm it's so cool that they have all this, because it actually managed to recreate the feeling of
OG
the PS1 game.
Yeah, because that had a ton of mini games.
Cloud's, there's a meteor barreling towards Earth, but Cloud's gonna go to Gold Saucer and shoot some hoops for a few minutes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I did love that, how many mini games it had. I was not a fan of all of them, but I'm glad they were there. The fucking wax box thing.
And that was the great thing, is if you weren't a fan of them, you really only had to play them once and just true. Be introduced to them,
but
and never
a lot
again.
Of them I was that, and the what do you call it? It was in the game, the first game, but it wasn't a mini game. It was, I guess. Not Mount Coral. The Fort Condor.
Fort Condor, yeah.
And actually the slime game, even though it was less interesting story-wise, I was a lot better at the slime game. Fort Condor was hard as fuck. For me, because I'm an idiot. But to find the right sauce to beat it, and that there's a fucking hard mode. Fuck that noise. Are you serious?
Okay, so what you're describing is exactly how I feel about the piano game.
Interesting, yeah.
Fort Condor, I'm weirdly fine with. Piano game, Fuck that.
Maybe it's my DDR experience and playing on the controller.
But that's the thing. Like, I was never as good as you, but I played enough DDR that, like, I had a little bit of rhythm.
You did, didn't you?
Like, my fat, lazy, slovenly thumbs could not work the joystick. What the fuck am I looking at? Well, you know what, though?
What do you play Rebirth with?
Well, I played it originally on PS5, but then I also have it on Steam. So, like, the 8-bit dough / the world's most perfect controller. So it's definitely not the controller, it's me.
Okay. Because a PS4 controller, for whatever reason, if it's just the dead zones of the joysticks, I get a lot of misses that I'm like, I don't think I missed that. And then I played it on a... I don't even know what he was asking. Yeah, sure.
I get enough misses that, like, I know that I missed them. Like, no. It's like, not the game, it's you.
I went to a 360 controller or an Xbox One controller, whatever, and I missed this. I missed these people. Whoops.
People.
And yeah, all the joystick. Ooh,
whoa. Yeah. Is it good to be with your sister again?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know if I can talk to her.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess not. Oh yeah, I had the bird fly me back, so I missed all this.
Oh, I forgot to tell you another thing. Go on with what you were saying about the controller while I look something up real quick.
Oh, just the dead zones of the joysticks. It was messing me up on the PlayStation controller, and so it was like I was doing all right, but it was hard to get S's. And then once I switched to the 360 controller just for that mini game, because fuck the 360, I still like the PS4 controller. Like that's just me. I was able to like get perfects, except the very last. What is it? Is it One Winged Angel or is it the battle theme? I think is what it is. It's like this special. Okay, you got all the items. Here's my last piece to give to you, and it's pretty hard to get a perfect on that shit. Like,
yeah. I mean, I couldn't get a perfect on Cosmo Canyon. Like shit.
So I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
Well, check your phone real quick. Oh shoot, we're at a meaningful part though. Hold on. Don't check. Oh,
not really.
Yet. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, check your phone. Speaking of controllers, I saw this the other day, and I bought myself a little treat.
Oh, let's see.
Which I probably shouldn't be doing too much of when I'm unemployed, but look at this thing.
All right, it's loading. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I was like, wait a second, that looks familiar. Obviously, the NES. Also, what?
Isn't that thing sexy?
It is sexy.
So, for those of you listening at home, this is the 8-bit dough Nintendo Entertainment System 40th Anniversary controller.
And not the Famicom one, because that's one of their typical colors is the Famicom.
Right.
Gray and purplish, sort of. Which I love. I love that color scheme, but they don't usually do the actually Nintendo Entertainment System black and gray and red. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So not only does this thing have a sweet color scheme and is a lovingly crafted tribute to the NES, but if you look at the controller itself, like they like went all out on like the quality of craftsmanship for this thing. Like,
oh yeah,
I've been using my 8-bit dough Ultimate 2 for 3
I
years
love that
now.
little keychain thing.
Yeah,
this is another Ultimate 2, right?
No, this is the Ultimate 3. Oh wait, no, sorry, I've been using the 8-bit dough Ultimate. This is the Ultimate 2.
Okay, gotcha.
Basically, the most current version that they have of it out. So they've like added all of these new, they basically fine-tuned what was already, in my opinion, a perfect controller. And so I'm very excited. And I'm not going to be one of those people who, by the way, they only are making 1,985 of these controllers.
Oh, wow.
And I got one as soon as it went live because I was like, you know what?
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been depressed and I need to treat myself.
Sometimes it's like, I'm trying to think some of the things that I got that I'm like, no matter what, this is like I have to purchase this as soon as possible. For whatever reason, the SNES Mini was one of those things.
Oh yes,
same. I'm glad that they came out with more, but I did get on the first wave. I was able to get one, and I was so worried I wasn't going. It was legitimately just giving me anxiety that I wasn't going to get.
Well, it's kind of great that you did, because if you go to a used game store now, they're selling them for $300.
Oh damn!
Which is stupid. Without the box.
Oh shit! He's not gonna. I don't know how to get back.
Oh god. This could be a longer episode than we thought. But anyways, so like, I saw this thing, and you're gonna love this. Speaking of the SNES and NES Classic Mini consoles, I had also previously purchased an adapter that lets me use my 8-bit Do controller wirelessly with them.
Oh yeah.
So like, even though I love that the NES and SNES Mini came with wired controllers that were perfect replicas of the old ones, you know, truth be told, controller technology has progressed. And it's really nice to have handles or grips and you know,
it's
cord.
Especially I feel like the N64 was the first time they started thinking about ergonomics and stuff. Maybe a little bit.
They thought Nintendo. Wrong, but they did think about
it. Because it was like a smooth. It had some curves, you know. And I know the Super Nintendo controller did too, but it was small.
It was perfect for all three hands, you know. It was great.
The N64 controller was weird because it was like you have to choose how you're going to hold it. Are you going to hold these two handles or these two handles? And you know they never did that again, so they learned from that. But it's interesting. It was a choice.
It was a choice. Which, by the way, speaking of 8-bit Do being like my favorite gaming company right now, I do still, whenever we get into some N64 emulation, have that sweet-ass 8-bit Do N64 controller that basically corrected the design of the original.
Yeah. And it's what, $40? Like,
it's cheap. It's like cheap. Objectively cheap. It's so great.
Yeah. We have to like think of something to play just so we can use that.
So I was going to save this as a surprise for like 6 months from now. I've been replaying Ocarina of Time on my PC with that controller, and as soon as I get to the Sun Temple, we're just going to pick that game up and finish it.
The Sun Temple? The Spirit? The
Spirit Temple, the desert one.
The desert one.
I always call it the Sun Temple for some reason. Because you get the mirror shield there.
Well...
All right, well, you figure this out. I really have to pee. I just drank like a cocktail and a Coke.
I just drank a lot of Mountain Dew, man.
I did. Oh, God. Keep them entertained, Max.
I could do that, although I do have to go back to the chat because I don't know what Sparks is saying anymore.
She's driving. She's just listening to you.
Oh, that's right. Where's Twitch?
Be right back.
All right. Oh, here we go. Entertaining the people. Although... I don't know what the fuck to do, man. I think there's probably a hidden path that I'm just not seeing, but worst case, I'll just reset it and, you know, kind of just beat the game without talking to anyone. Be a real jerk. See, this would be the time if we had like a bustling chat and be like, chat, tell me what to do. Because I know you all know. What's up here again? I know this isn't it, but I'm going to go inside anyway. Okay. I think maybe I got to step on that guy's face and go from there. God, don't make me talk to you again. Be honest with you, we were going to do some Parasite Eve after this, because I did not think this was going to take this long, but just saying goodbye to everyone and then having to go back and see the ending is going to be more than a typical episode, I think. Right, what do I do? You ain't going to do anything. Oh, what? Okay, now the bird is cool with flying me across.
Alright, I'm back.
This bitch-ass bird decided I was good enough to fly across now, because the first time I talked to him, he's just like...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Huh. Yeah, sorry about that. I just kind of kept going.
It just kept going.
You ever listen to Adam Sandler, The Longest Pee?
No, I don't think so.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
I know we've talked about like his old CDs, like Piece of Shit Car and
Piece of Shit Car, definitely no.
Severe Beating of a High School Spanish Teacher, but like it was on one of those same albums, and it's literally just Adam Sandler's voice, and he's like, "Oh man, I really gotta pee," and he gets there, and like it's just like this really, it's like 45 seconds long at first, just a pee sound effect, and he's like, "Ah." And then, like, it gets to, like, a minute. And then a minute 20. And then, like, a minute 30. He's like, oh, man. Oh, man. And he's like... And then he starts to panic a little bit. He's like, oh, man. And then like, you can hear the toilet overflowing. He's like, oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
That's so stupid.
And then, like, finally stops. He's like, oh, thank God. And then he farts. And it starts, like... And then it's like... He's like, oh man, no. He's like panicking and crying. And then like the conclusion of it, this is 30 years old, so you don't care. The conclusion of it is like he finally stops. He's like, oh God, oh Jesus. And then he like zips his pants, and then you just like hear him piss his pants a little bit. He's like, oh no.
What the fuck?
And like he leaves the bathroom, and the dude's like, hey man, you totally pissed your pants. And he goes, I know I did.
The fuck?
I know. It was, it was...
I don't think I've heard most of that album, like, other than Piece of Shit Car.
Piece of Shit Car is great. Severe Beating of a High School Spanish Teacher is great.
I don't think I know that one.
What else
either.
was on that? Shoot. I'd have to think back. But the longest pee I thought was memorable, obviously.
Yeah. I'll check that out today. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I was saying while you were peeing, I was like, hey, yeah, Parasite Eve, but this is actually, although you know what? I'm looking at the time, it's only 8:16. I can do a little bit of Parasite.
You can do a little bit of Parasite Eve.
I guess it depends on the ending of this, but I was like, wow, this is really going on for a while.
Yeah,
like,
shit. Like, you beat the final boss, and it's kind of like the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4, where you've got like a 2.5 hour movie to watch now.
I was just saying, like, I think this is going to be like just as long, if not slightly longer, than a typical episode, but...
That's okay.
But I realized the Riverman can take me to places. I can use these elevators to take shortcuts. So now I'm almost back. It's okay.
Yeah, I do see we have 2 viewers, but now that I look at it, it's got to be you and Sparks. Sparks, we intended tonight to be like a double feature where we finished Undertale and then immediately jumped into Parasite Eve. But it turns out the ending of Undertale is really fucking long.
I'm getting there, and then we can watch the credits.
Credits time. Oh, but yeah, so saying my last bit about the controller here, it gets released like second week in November. So
okay,
like it's not an 8-bit DOE ships from Canada, I believe. So I'm probably not getting it until like fucking Christmas.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't even know that. Like, I know the post office is functional right now, but I don't know.
Yeah,
how
between
much,
the post office and the
shutdown.
tariffs, that like we've decided Canada is the greatest threat to democracy or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, like the last thing that I ordered from them seriously took like 6 weeks to get here.
Oh, wow.
It was.
Yeah, maybe.
It was.
Hopefully
bad.
This year.
Hopefully this year, yeah. But you know, if not, like I said, it's just kind of a nice thing that I know is coming. It's like not something that I absolutely need, but it is going to be cool.
I forget your keyboard. Is that NES or is it
yes.
Famicom?
So that was the other nice thing, is that when this thing does come, it's going to complete my desktop aesthetic, which is all 8-bit DOE NES tributes.
You got what? The keyboard, the mouse, and now the controller.
The keyboard, the mouse, the controller, and Max, and the keyboard wrist rest.
Oh, I don't even know that one. Although it's probably in the picture you sent me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to send you another one because I'm pretty proud of it. That's the other thing too, though. Like all these things. I mean, the
We're gonna watch anime online? Of course. What do you think we've been fighting for all along? And just that fucking face.
Jinx, I knew you were gonna make that joke. Oh, Alphys. You were basically the Hitler of the underground, but
yeah.
Now you're reformed.
Who the hell is Sans? What the fuck?
Who the hell is Sans?
Toriel.
Oh, right. Who the heck is Sans? Toriel, you used the hell word? Oh my god. So yeah, that's the other great thing about 8-Bit Do is, with the exception of this limited edition controller, like, all of their stuff is really affordable. But like they
seriously,
they make,
even in this economy, like,
yeah, they make like all of their stuff with like high-end premium materials, but they just don't charge you an arm and a leg for it. It's like, at the end of the day, it's all just fancy plastic. So here you go. Pay,
I mean, yeah,
40,
but it
50 bucks
works
for
really
Hall
well
effect if you want.
Seriously,
yeah.
They're not like, I mean, you remember like Mad Cat stuff back in the day, and not all their stuff was shitty, but a lot of it was shitty. And Nyko, oh god, they were shitty.
Yes, but yeah, it used to be like third-party controllers had the reputation as being like bargain basement junk that you gave to whoever like was coming over to play with you, right?
Yeah, right. Or it's like your little cousin's coming over. Oh no, not this controller.
Not the Mad Cat's controller.
You're lucky you get to play.
Remember those like stupid, like, what were they called, like Candy Pop controllers, something that looked like Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah, that was like with around the Wii. You know, a lot of that stuff was getting popular.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the N64, like the late 90s aesthetic of having that kind of clear, sort of clear, where you could see the inside of the system and the controllers and stuff. That shit was awesome.
I did like the colors, yes, absolutely, but the controllers themselves were hot garbage. 8-Bit Do comes along though, and I'm sure they weren't the first. Maybe like Razer was really the first company that's just like, hey, we make really good keyboards and mice. Maybe we can also make like really good controllers or something. But like around that time when 8-Bit Do came out, that's when it was that was when the narrative on third-party controllers changed, and all of a sudden they almost became like, yeah, there were still like the cheap junk out there, but they were like more like boutique products.
Yeah, basically.
But then 8-Bit Do comes along and they one-up it, and it's like, yes, they are boutique, but because, you know, you're not paying for the Sony or Nintendo name, we also don't need to be charging as much for them either.
Yeah.
And I swear, like, I rave about it, but the 8-Bit Do controller, the three that I have, are absolutely the best feeling controllers I've ever used. Like to the point where
they are.
I will use them with my main systems, by connecting them, like, instead of the official controllers. They're that good.
They are like the only one I've used myself is the what is it, the one you just showed me, the Ultimate 2 or something. It's kind of like their like baseline now. Well, I think the 3 just came out, didn't it? Or it's coming out soon. But yeah, it is just a really nice feeling controller. I would definitely, and if I'm being honest, and like no bias whatsoever, it's probably like the nicest controller. It's like tied with the Switch Pro controller. Like, that thing is still just, I fucking love the Pro controller.
It is, and I really like the Switch Pro controller, but I gotta say, like, the 8-Bit Do ekes it out by having actual triggers.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
If the Switch Pro controller had actual triggers instead of just clicky L2 R2s, I might call them equals.
Yeah. It's good, but also the Switch Pro controller costs $80.
Yeah, that's also true. Like, yeah, holy shit. Like, literally twice as much as the 8-Bit Do offering. I will say, like, I'm not trying to ruin Christmas for you or anything, but I'm, like, so obsessed with 8-Bit Do right now that you might get a 8-Bit Do Pro controller at some point, which is their... Which one is that? It's the Pro, unlike the Ultimate. It's all the same technology, actually not the same button layout, I'll explain that in a second, but it's the SNES controller, with joysticks, triggers, and grips.
Oh, I know that one. I know it's kind of like their other sort of flagship, basically.
Yes, it's the one that I use anytime I play a Nintendo game.
It doesn't have, like, the handles aren't as, like, long. Basically.
It basically looks like a PS2 controller. And the joysticks are laid out like a Sony controller. So like the D-pads on the top, joysticks on the bottom. And if you're playing like emulated games or, the Nintendo Switch, it is the most perfect freaking feeling controller. I love this thing. I'm actually holding it as I'm talking.
I'm holding. I wish you could see it.
Sometimes I just hold these controllers because they feel so good. Like if 8-Bit Dough ever wants to sponsor me, I will shill for 8-Bit Dough.
I mean, I'll shill for a company if they're good. If they make good shit and they're, not completely non-ethical. Then
8-Bit Dough and D-Brand are like my two favorite tech companies right now.
And I saw all the hate with the Switch 2.
But then they just fixed it. And like
they did.
Don't get me wrong, no one should ever take like abuse from their customers, but they took the abuse and you get to stay or you have places to go. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think either way is fine, but
I was gonna say they both sound like sweet endings.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay with Goat Mom.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, I beat the shit out of your real son, and now I think I'm ready to...
Now I got it all out of my system.
Yeah, I'm ready to settle down.
Although, to be fair, now, we got to the surface, so... And he didn't have to die from that. But it is kind of sad that he feels like he needs to stay in the underground to atone, basically.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I know I'm just ranting about controllers at this point.
Oh, that's fine. It's really interesting.
The last thing I will say about the Pro 2 controller, the SNES inspired one, is that I had not realized, that was a really sweet ending.
Mm-hmm.
I had not realized how much I not only loved, but missed the SNES's L and R buttons. Like today, L and R buttons are the nubs and the triggers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But on the SNES, they perfectly molded to the tips of your fingers, and for whatever reason, that makes a difference. They
were longer,
and they're clickier, and they feel nice to let your fingers rest on. Oh my god! Look at Papyrus.
Hell yeah!
And Sans with his little Vespa. That's amazing. He's gonna crash, isn't he?
Maybe.
Yep.
No, maybe not.
No, he's dead. I mean, he would be dead.
More dead.
All right, so that is my 8-Bit Dough spiel. And yes, you will probably end up getting gifted a Pro 2 controller just as like a...
Oh no, don't. Please stop.
Catch-all for every gaming system need that you have.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good.
So, because I know the Ultimate 2 has the USB nub, right? Like, I know it's Bluetooth, but I know for certain things you need the nub.
Oh, the 2.4 gigahertz dongle?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yes. So essentially, what's really cool about this is that, yes, it is Bluetooth, which means it can be used with anything. But for anything, including like the Switch and the PS5, that you plug the dongle into, when you're using it in 2.4 gigahertz mode, it basically eliminates, it brings the input lag down to 1/8 of a millisecond or something ridiculous like that. Essentially, it's indistinguishable from a wired controller.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Which, again, is something that even the first-party controllers that they make can't claim.
Can't boast that.
Yeah. Shit, I'm still ranting. But the other
you're fine.
that I really like about the Pro 2, especially for Nintendo games, and especially for emulated games, is, if you've ever noticed, starting from the PlayStation on up, The face buttons, let's, for ease of conversation, call them square, triangle, circle, and X, are in a perfect diamond shape. However, on maybe it was PS1 as well as SNES, on like mid-90s consoles, they were not in a perfect diamond shape. They were spaced out so that you could actually press like square and circle together, but not hit triangle or X.
Yeah, X and circle. There was like a parallel line,
correct,
to square triangle.
Yes,
you know.
And so, like for certain games, particularly like I think of like Mega Man X, where dash was the circle button.
Yeah,
like you could charge and dash at the same time and not accidentally hit jump. And for those games, that makes a big difference.
It does. Yeah, that's huge.
And the Pro 2 controller mimics that. Like they studied these controllers so extensively that they actually mimicked that. So it is not a perfect diamond. It is the old school layout so that your thumb, even my fat thumbs, can rest on whatever two buttons that I want them to rest on.
Yeah, you're not going to hit the crossbar, or not cross.
Oh shit, what?
I don't quite remember this.
Wait, what? No.
I don't think it's, well, we'll see.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He's just messing with you.
Yeah.
Special thanks. I know what you are. You may not have done a genocide run, but I saw you masturbating. Did you think we wouldn't know?
You really should unplug your webcam while you're playing.
Right. Toby Fox has your browser history.
Oh, speaking of being a huge creep, we gotta... Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be hitting these things? Son of a bitch.
Well,
we do gotta go back and finish Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a fun game. Not scary at all.
Not scary at all.
Shit. We were talking about controllers.
God, this is making my eyes cross.
Yeah, a little bit for me too, actually.
Jesus.
I liked playing Super Metroid. And I know this is not like modern Metroid changes the control scheme by default.
Yeah.
But I liked playing it like Mega Man X, where Y is the shoot button.
Oh, absolutely.
A was dash, and B was jump.
I don't know anybody who didn't change the controls of Super Metroid.
My brother is one.
Your
Jim
brother's sick.
I think he changes some of the control. What does he do? Because Super Metroid's default control scheme is weird as fuck. It's like X is shoot.
It makes no sense.
I think he has Y as shoot. That's the one thing he changes. But I think he keeps B as dash and A as jump, which is like, no, don't do that. That's weird.
That's not just weird, it's wrong. Like, more.
Yes, it is. But I get you where it's just like, if it was more like a PlayStation 4 controller, and I can play Super Metroid on a PS4 controller, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But it feels better on a Super Nintendo controller because you never feel like you're going to hit jump when you don't want to.
Dude, I swear, when I gift you this controller, first thing you got to do is just either on your SNES Mini or on just an emulator, boot up Super Metroid and just like tell me there's not a freaking difference between that and any other controller that you emulate with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
Thanks, Toby.
Well, now we got to play Deltarune next time.
Yeah, right, next time on Deltarune.
Which I did look into it. I thought episode 3 and 4 finished it up, and it doesn't.
Oh, really? So there's more coming out, huh?
There's more. I think up to 7 episodes. Maybe it's 6.
Whoa, shit!
But at the very least, 2 more episodes. So yeah, game's long as fuck. Well,
isn't the butterscotch pie like what started all of this? Like someone ate weren't you telling me like someone ate a poisoned piece of butterscotch pie?
No, it's the buttercup flour.
Buttercup flour.
Which sounds similar, but
good, because that could have been interpreted as a very dark ending.
Oh, jeez. I mean, the soulless pacifist route. Basically, it's if you sell your soul at the end of the genocide route, which you have to do that. Works, you're back.
She's back.
You have to do that, or you can't play the game anymore. So you sell your soul, and then you can do a pacifist route, and it's dubbed by the community as the soulless pacifist route. It's the same exact thing we did. It's just that very last scene is different.
Yeah, with
and
the
then
scratched
instead
out
of
faces.
seeing this, don't they? No, they do have a picture. We haven't seen the picture yet. That's interesting.
Here it comes. The dog's got it.
Because yeah, you've seen the picture with people's faces X'd out.
Yeah.
You see a color version of that in the real pacifist ending, unless they change this shit.
I love endings like this. Even though I was like mostly talking to you and only paying attention to the important characters, like I love endings in video games that like feel like conclusions, like you know what happened to everybody. It's not open for interpretation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I like my
Final Fantasy 16s and stuff as well, but think about Chrono Trigger and how the typical ending, how much finality there was. Yeah. And just even, like, yep.
Even better is the ending that like Chrono Trigger, for instance, where like they show you what happens with everybody. You know for sure that everybody gets a happy ending, but the adventure still continues. You know, like you get in the time machine, you go chase your cat or your mom, and
and then it's like, hey, guess what? There's a whole bunch of other goofy ass endings. Like,
yeah, right. I will say what since we were on the topic, anyways, Ocarina of Time had one of my favorite endings.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that for a second. Just
what's up, Flowey? Is he gonna punk us here at the end?
Here we go. I don't think so.
Everyone is perfectly happy. Monsters have returned to the surface. Peace and prosperity will rule across the land. Take a deep breath. There's nothing left to worry about. Well, there is one thing. One last threat. One being with the power to erase everything. Everything everyone's worked so hard for. Have you guessed what it is? You know who I'm talking about, don't you? It's you. You sodomizing, masturbating, weird son of a bitch. I see what you do in your room.
I see what you're doing it right now. You haven't stopped doing it.
Look at you on that Rule 34 subreddit looking at pictures of me getting fucktatorial right now. You disgust me, you sick sack of shit.
Oh, shit.
He's actually kind of like identifying that exact same fear that, not fear, but like emotion that I shared with you about RPGs before. Like when I do a new game plus, I can't go from like good to evil because I feel like I'm betraying my friends.
I get you.
Yeah, he's like straight up calling that out.
Maybe you got to do a sandwich. You got to end it with a third playthrough of being good again.
Like, yeah, right. That might be it. Like I'm gonna make it all okay.
It's okay.
Or like how I can only, like if I do a replay, I can only romance the same character because it feels wrong.
I get that, but at the same time, something like Persona 5, I romanced Anne because I was like, yeah, I can romance whoever. And then it's like, wait, no, they're making such a big deal about this. And then going to YouTube confirmed, like, yeah, you'll fuck shit up. So yeah, the second time I played that, like last year, the Royal Edition, no, fuck that. I totally went for who I wanted
to. Actually, you know what's weird? The one exception to that is The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah?
Like I did go back and romance Triss in my second playthrough. Just because Triss is such a freaking sweetheart.
Yeah. She's the one I romanced on my first playthrough. And actually, I guess technically I'm still working on my second playthrough.
Oh, nice.
They what do you call it? They did the 4K update.
Yeah, that's right.
Which at this point was what, 3 years ago? Shit.
We're fucking old, man.
Yeah. I still got to do it. I'm just seeing like.
But yeah, like my first playthrough of Witcher 3, like I hadn't played the previous two games, but I knew from context that you were, finger quotes, supposed to romance Yennefer. And so, so I just went with that. And then like as I was playing the game, I'm like, oh wow, I really like Triss, and I'm sorry that I kind of have to let her down.
Weirdly, I think they added a lot of scenes with Yennefer to make her more likable.
Yes,
because
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I guess the first time around it was like, wait, so like no one's romancing Yennefer.
Yeah,
because if you follow the story, how they kind of want you to with like the levels and everything, you do Novigrad first.
Yes,
and then you go to Yennefer. Even if you don't romance Triss right then and there, it's just like, wait, this is my other option.
And Yennefer like actively schools you for romancing Triss. Like if you do, she's like, no, Geralt, we're not ever going to be the same because what you did was wrong. And it's like, I fucking had amnesia. Leave me alone.
Yeah, right? Seriously, God.
But that's Yennefer's person. Like even in the books and like the show, like that was always her thing. Like she does care for Geralt, but she was always kind of like the. I hate to criticize a woman for being ambitious because it sounds so horrible, but like you get the feeling that like you will never be like her top priority kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Which is like, God, that's fine. That's her character, and that's okay.
But like in my fictional world where I'm a desirable swordsman, I want my imaginary girlfriend to be really into me.
No, I get you. All right, I'm erasing this shit. Sorry, Flowey.
Frask? What's Frask?
Getting frasky in here. There we go.
Are the characters trembling because Flowey's like trying to mess with you?
No, well, maybe. I don't know.
It will make your life hell.
This is the hard mode that he never finished.
Oh, nice. You just like get one hit KO'd by everything?
Yeah, I think. And the enemies are actually different, but he only does the underground.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, you did tell me about this, didn't you? Golly, you must be confused. I'm not to teach you how things work. I guess little old me will have to do. Are you ready? Here we go. Does he know that you're bullshitting him?
No, because part of the true reset, like you can reset the game before you reach the end, but why they call it a true reset is if you did reset the game, yeah, he would know that you reset it. And so
like,
Flowey,
what kind of shit are you trying to pull?
Yeah, Flowey would be like, at this part, like, oh, I see what you're fucking doing. Like, and he wouldn't even have this tutorial with you. Or if you like did things where you like killed Toriel or something, you'd be like, I know what you fucking did. But yeah, you can always, up until the end of the game, you can always like restart your game. It'll just be slightly different. But a true reset is like playing the game for the first time. So that's why Flowey was saying like, hey, I really don't want you to do this. So if you are going to do it, you have to erase my memories too.
I see. Get as many as you can. You stupid son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, I think next time on Play the Hits, well, next time it'll be Parasite Eve, but
yeah, Parasite.
Maybe one day we'll come back to this. Do the hard mode.
I would like to see you suffer through hard mode sometime.
Okay, yeah, it's again pretty short. I could do it in one episode.
We'll put that up there with like the Chrono Trigger extra content that we never did.
Chrono Trigger, what else?
Ocarina
Stage 9 of Ocarina of Time to actually finish the game. Stage 9 of Celeste, all that good stuff.
We're gonna be in like a freaking retirement home together, finishing up all these. I kind of hope so, actually.
Yeah. But we could easily spend all of next year just finishing the backlog of games that we haven't finished yet.
Right.
I think so, or just going back to things and doing it a different way.
Totally.
I mean, I think it would take almost as many episodes. Well, actually, probably more to do a genocide route because there's 2 bosses that are really fucking hard.
What'd be funny is like we do like spooky October and then like a different summer theme every year. We should do like a couple of weeks every spring where it's like spring cleaning where we like go back to a project we've neglected or said we were going to do and
that's
like actually
idea.
do it.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong Country and
oh yeah,
we're
literally like
there's
5 levels away from the ending of Donkey Kong Country.
Quite a few.
We can do that on the Switch anytime.
That's true. We can.
But we don't.
I know for a while we were saying that we wanted to do that in person, which is like, yeah, we can, but we can also just do it on the Switch anytime.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, man.
I
think I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, this was almost a double feature, but it ended up being, a single.
Yeah, I was like, I can still do some Parasite Eve, and I'm looking at the time. It's like, no, it'll be a 20-minute episode.
Yeah, no, it's not happening tonight.
He was shaming me, Sparks. It's kind of like, yeah, and it's Toby Fox shaming me, really. It's just like,
Toby
why
Fox
are you so
is the
fucking
real
obsessed
flower.
with me? He is.
But we will, maybe we can, do like a Halloween weekend episode or something if you're down.
Okay, yeah. That's,
tomorrow's Friday, though, isn't it? Damn.
Yeah, oh, I see what you're, like, actually this weekend. I mean, maybe. Not tomorrow.
Well, I was going to say, because tomorrow is Trick or Treat, Sarah and I are going out for date night Saturday, so...
Oh, okay.
Text me and let me know what works for you.
Okay, maybe Sunday then.
All right.
So, but yeah, tomorrow I got a party. So.
You got a party, fine. It'll be social.
Too. Very popular, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go party with these really hot babes. Good luck, Chris.
All right, man. I'll see you next time.
See you, buddy. Night, Sparks.
Night, Sparks.